always work out. And it's a tough one to deal with, especially in a society that tells us so much to follow our dreams, that everything is possible, and that we have to have those goals we need to fight very hard for. And I don't know, I sometimes wonder whether that's a narrative that actually kind of sets people like me or some people up for failure, or where they just become even more disheartened when things don't work out. For me, at the moment, I'm really wrestling with a lot of letting go. My dream has been for a long time to live in Ireland, and after not doing it for a long time, I finally did it. And to be honest, it's been a really challenging past nearly 6 years since I moved here, and now I'm letting go of so many things. My lovely nightstand lamp I bought in Cornwall, dishes, this and that and the other. It's an ultimate letting go, and at the moment I feel like there's no dream I'm replacing this one with. I mean, I'm going to Portugal, but Portugal never has been my dream, and maybe that's a good thing. I mean, I love Portugal, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't my dream like living here in Ireland. And yeah, I know that for some people it works very well to have these very set goals and having everything planned. But for me, funnily enough, when I look back, that often when I got too set on how I thought I should be doing things, or how I thought I should be succeeding, that often, excuse my language, ended up in a mighty shit show. And the things that for me were the most magical, when I had like a vague idea, for example, I knew I wanted to do a certain acting method. It's quite a while ago now, and I just found that school in London that was exactly that approach, and everything just happened in a very short amount of time. I didn't hesitate, I just went for it, and it was one of the best things I did. There were no expectations whatsoever. It was just going with what felt right at the time. And maybe this is why I love improvisation so much. Creating, for example, from nothing, and not having a very clear idea, or having a vague idea and then seeing what happens, because it affords me not to get disappointed. I don't get disappointed or disillusioned the way I do when I have had a very clear intention or a very clear goal, and I thought I have to achieve a certain thing. That's when I most of the time have been disillusioned and it didn't work out. I know it works out for other people, but honestly, personally, I fare better with having maybe, yes, a vague idea, and then being more open and curious towards what happens, versus I think this and that should be happening. That's how I came to Galway. I had very, very clear intentions that all did not work out. So for example, I wanted to get into the theater community, didn't work out. I didn't find really meaningful friendships, or only very few didn't work out. I was constantly moving, and so I don't know, maybe I'm done with these very clear set intentions and goals, because they just don't work for me. That's been Anja Kersten, life coach and artist. Take good care. Bye-bye.